The moment you completely give up sugar, your body starts to transform, and it shows, starting with your face. You'll likely notice your face becoming less puffy and more defined. In fact, I experienced this myself. My face used to be noticeably rounder, and over time, that changed. And it doesn't stop there. Your midsection will also slim down. Why? Because your liver starts releasing stored fat. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. Your body runs on two main sources of fuel, sugar and fat. As long as sugar is available, your body will always choose it first. But when you cut out sugar, your body is forced to switch to burning fat for energy. That switch starts in the liver, where fat is stored, and this triggers fat loss, especially around your abdomen. But that's just the beginning. Let's talk about your organs, specifically the four that benefit the most when you quit sugar. Your eyes. Sugar has a toxic effect on your eyes. High sugar levels can cause blurry vision and lead to diabetic retinopathy, a serious condition where the retina becomes damaged. After cutting sugar, your vision may become sharper and clearer as inflammation decreases and your eyes begin to heal. Your kidneys. Too much sugar puts enormous strain on your kidneys. It can lead to sugar or even protein spilling into your urine, a sign of kidney stress or damage. This condition, known as diabetic nephropathy, starts improving when sugar is removed, giving your kidneys a chance to recover and function better. Your arteries. Sugar creates inflammation and damages your arteries over time. This can lead to what's called diabetic vascular disease. But when sugar is out of the picture, that damage begins to heal. Inflammation reduces, and your cholesterol levels often improve as well, because excess sugar is also turned into fat and cholesterol. Your nerves and brain. High sugar levels can damage nerves, especially in your feet, a condition called peripheral neuropathy. Cutting out sugar can reverse this. But the most exciting part is how it affects your brain. You may notice better memory, sharper thinking, and improved focus. That's because the brain thrives on stable energy, and without sugar spikes, your cognitive function can dramatically improve. Sharper focus, better mood, and a happier you. Once you cut out sugar, your focus becomes sharper and your concentration improves. You'll find that your mood lifts naturally. You're calmer, more positive, and just overall happier. It's honestly mind-blowing. And here's where it gets really interesting. Take diabetes, for example. What is diabetes, really? It's a condition where there's too much sugar in your blood. So, logically, wouldn't the most obvious solution be to reduce the sugar you consume? But when you look at mainstream medical advice, they'll say diabetes is caused by lifestyle and genetics. Under lifestyle, they list things like obesity, lack of exercise, and even urbanization. Yes, moving to a city. But oddly, they don't directly blame excessive sugar consumption. Instead, the blame is often shifted to saturated fat. That theory has been debunked over and over again. If you're still unsure, I've linked a couple of videos below that break it down with real data. The real culprit? Carbs, especially refined ones. And here's something even more shocking. Dietary guidelines still recommend high amounts of grains, even whole grains, which are still around 85% carbohydrates. Am I missing something here? Or is it just obvious? If too much sugar in the blood causes diabetes, then cutting sugar from your diet should be the first step, right? Better sleep, one simple change. Now, here's another benefit that surprises most people. When you cut out sugar, you'll stop waking up multiple times during the night to pee. Why does this happen? Because water follows sugar. The more sugar circulating in your bloodstream, the more your kidneys try to flush it out, especially at night. When I was in clinical practice, I had patients getting up 6, 8, even 10 times a night. And all we did was remove sugar from their diet. Within a few weeks, they were sleeping through the night. Imagine how that kind of deep, uninterrupted sleep can change your life. Your energy skyrockets. And finally, your energy will shoot up. As we mentioned earlier, your body has two primary fuel sources, sugar and fat. When sugar is gone, your body taps into your fat reserves, which are vast. Even a lean person carries around roughly 100,000 calories worth of stored fat. That's a ton of energy just waiting to be unlocked. Unlike sugar, which causes spikes and crashes, burning. Fat gives you steady, all-day energy. No more afternoon slumps, no more cravings every 2 hours. You'll feel more alive, alert, and ready to take on anything. You've been running on the wrong battery this whole time. Here's something most people don't realize. Your body stores about 100,000 calories worth of fat, but only around 1,700 calories of sugar. That's a massive difference. Think of it this way. Burning sugar is like trying to power your life with a tiny AAA battery. But when you switch to burning fat, it's like tapping into a massive car battery that can go for miles. If you're relying on sugar, you'll constantly feel hungry, experience energy crashes, and crave snacks all day. But when your body starts running on fat, that roller coaster stops. You get steady, reliable energy that lasts all day. No more mid-afternoon slumps or desperate cravings. Your brain feels the difference too. And it's not just your body. Your brain thrives on fat fuel. Once you switch over, your mind feels clearer, sharper, and more stable. And this leads to the next point, cravings. The reason your appetite disappears between meals when you're off sugar is simple. Your body is literally eating its own fat for fuel. That means you're satisfied, even when you're not putting food in your mouth. You're not hungry, not tired, not irritable. No more constant snacking. But to get there, you have to stop snacking and cut out the sugar. That's it. It takes about 3 days for most people to break the sugar craving cycle. It's not as hard as you think. You just have to commit and get through the first few days. The goal is to reduce your total carbs to under 50 grams a day. That includes not just candy and soda, but also so-called healthy foods like fruit, honey, and bread. Here's why this matters. The average American consumes about 13.5 teaspoons of added sugar per day. That's 54 grams. But that's just the added sugar. When you factor in all the hidden sugar in breads, pastas, cereals, crackers, waffles, pancakes, muffins, and even alcohol, you're looking at over 275 grams of sugar a day. That's nearly half a pound. Think about that. Nearly 69 teaspoons of sugar entering your body every single day. No wonder energy crashes, weight gain, and brain fog are the norm. This is why the change is so powerful. When you switch from burning sugar to burning fat, everything changes. Your energy stabilizes. Your brain becomes clearer. Your sleep improves. Your cravings disappear. Your body starts healing from the inside out. And most importantly, you feel like yourself again. You'll feel so good, it's going to blow your mind. Once you give up sugar, your mood stabilizes. Your thoughts feel clearer. You wake up energized, not groggy. And perhaps most surprisingly, you'll just feel really, really good. Your clothes start fitting better. That puffiness in your face starts to fade. Your cravings vanish. And suddenly, for the first time in a long time, you're in control. Inflammation? It starts to vanish. What happens next might feel like a miracle. Your pain and stiffness begin to ease. Inflammation is the hidden monster behind so many modern diseases. And sugar, yes, sugar, is one of the biggest drivers. When you quit sugar, your arteries become less stiff. Blood flows more freely. Your blood pressure can start to drop. And many people find they need less medication, or in some cases, none at all. But it's not just about pain in your joints. This is about the silent inflammation that damages your eyes, your kidneys, your brain, your nervous system. It's about the hidden inflammation inside your arteries that makes them thicker, narrower, and more likely to clog. By quitting sugar, you're letting your blood flow freely again. You're healing from the inside out. The weight loss is just the beginning. Now let's talk about something obvious, but powerful, weight loss. But not just any weight. Real fat loss. That stubborn belly fat. The visceral fat around your organs. That's what starts to go. Sure, you'll lose some water weight at first. That's normal. Every gram of stored sugar, called glycogen, holds on to about 3 grams of water. So when you cut sugar, you shed that excess water fast, sometimes up to 13 pounds in the first 2 weeks. But that's just the beginning. You finally unlock the ability to burn your own fat for fuel. And that's the real transformation. Trying to lose weight while eating sugar and carbs is like trying to swim upstream. You're constantly hungry, constantly fighting cravings, and constantly frustrated. Most people don't realize that carbs turn into fat and cholesterol. Most of the fat in your liver came from carbs, not fatty foods. We're not just talking about candy bars here. It's the bread, the pasta, the potatoes, the crackers, the so-called healthy grains. Your skin clears up too. Here's another benefit no one talks about. Your skin gets better. Acne starts to fade. Red patches and rashes start to calm down. That constant puffiness around your eyes and cheeks, gone. When you reduce inflammation in your body, it shows up in your face, and your face starts to glow with real health. And now, I want to leave you with one final, powerful truth. The biggest benefit of quitting sugar is this: the hidden enemy, insulin resistance. Now let's talk about one of the biggest problems that sugar causes, and most people don't even know it's happening inside them. It's called insulin resistance. To understand this, you first need to know what insulin really is. Insulin is a hormone, and every time you eat sugar or carbs, your body releases insulin to help bring your blood sugar levels down. Think of insulin as the key that unlocks your cells so sugar can enter and be used for energy. But here's the problem. When you keep eating sugar and refined carbs day after day, year after year, your body gets flooded with insulin. And just like any constant noise, your cells stop listening. Your body becomes resistant to insulin. It's like your cells are saying, too much. We're not letting any more in. So what does your body do? It panics and produces even more insulin to try and force its way in. This creates a dangerous loop. More sugar, more insulin, more resistance, more fat storage, more cravings, more fatigue. And here's where it gets even worse. Eventually, your pancreas, your insulin factory, gets exhausted. It can't keep up anymore. And when that happens, you've developed prediabetes or even type 2 diabetes. But it doesn't stop there. Insulin resistance is connected to slow metabolism, constant weight gain, brain fog, belly fat, cravings, and even early aging. And the worst part? You may not even know it's happening until it's too late. Chapter 9. The weight that just won't budge. Have you ever noticed that no matter how hard you try, no matter how strict the diet or how intense the workouts, you just can't seem to drop below a certain weight? Maybe it's 160 pounds or 180 or 200. That number becomes your body's wall. It's frustrating, exhausting, and it feels impossible to overcome. But here's the truth. That wall has a name: insulin resistance. Your body is trying to protect itself. Too much insulin keeps locking your fat in place. And until you fix that, your body will fight you every step of the way. But it gets even deeper. Insulin and nutrient absorption. Insulin doesn't just deal with sugar. It plays a role in absorbing vital nutrients your body needs: potassium, magnesium, calcium, vitamin B1, even vitamin D and amino acids that build muscle. If insulin is out of balance, your whole system suffers. So when you cut sugar and heal your insulin resistance, you don't just lose fat. You rebuild your body from the inside out. Suddenly, you start absorbing nutrients better. Your muscles come back. That sagged, dimpled cellulite begins to tighten. You don't just get thinner. You get stronger, sharper, and more alive. The bigger picture: saving your life. Fixing insulin resistance doesn't just help you lose weight. It's one of the most powerful steps you can take to reverse fatty liver, lower your risk of heart disease, reduce chances of stroke, and even lower the risk of certain cancers. This isn't just about looking good. It's about giving your body a fighting chance to live longer, feel better, and finally break free from the chains of sugar addiction. Don't wait. Start today. If you're still sitting there wondering, should I try this? Should I really give up sugar? Let me say this: don't wait. This isn't about willpower. This is about finally understanding why your body's been stuck. You don't need another extreme diet. You need the truth, and you already have it now. So take that first step. Say goodbye to sugar, and say hello to real energy, real focus, and real freedom. And if you're ready to start, but don't know where to begin, I've got you covered. Click the video right here on the screen. It will walk you through exactly how to start your sugar-free journey, step by step. Your new life starts today. Let's do this together.